I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description, and as usual, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber and you like this content, please subscribe. What a beautiful morning for Topwater. So what I'm doing is I'm running the kayak along the shoreline at a distance where I'm sure that I can hit some really shallow water in there. In close, there's some sand and it transitions over to grass, and I want to make sure I can hit the sand area and work over the grass, but at the same time I'm also throwing in front of me at times and also off to my right. I seem to notice that most of the snook catches come in fairly close, especially where the grass starts, and the redfish seem like they can be either side, because as you go out farther, sometimes you get little bars and stuff, and the reds like to hang around that. I'm also mixing in some trout, and they tend to hang off the shore a little bit so far from my experience. And at the end of this video, I'll announce the winners of the Bad Fish Supply tackle giveaway. Come on! That's the one I was looking for. Big red. Yeah, some power there. All right, I'm going to stake the kayak out because I don't want to go drifting over potentially good grounds ahead of me there. I don't want to be spooking anything while I'm unhooking this fish. Oh, what a way to start the morning. I'll tell you what, you get a fish like this to start. Now, I don't care what I catch the rest of this trip. It's already been a great one. All right, now we're going to get to see the retrieve, and we're going to be able to hear those two initial hits and be able to see how I reacted or actually didn't react to those, and no, it worked out. That's the one I was looking for. Big red. All right, giving this guy a few seconds here and making sure I feel some life in it, and yeah, it's in fine shape, and off it goes, and off I go here. Stop it. Move it. Come on. Oh, that was a good red. He touched it though. And there's something coming behind it. All right, I noticed sometimes stopping the plug gets a fish to commit, and you know what? It did touch the plug. I just didn't get the hooks into it, which was too bad because I could see what that was, and that was another really nice one. All right, moving along. Ah, it's a big trout. Holy smokes. I can shake them off. Come on. Guess not. Oh, baby, look at the size of this guy. Boy, that looks like a weak fish. I don't know. It sure looks like a weak fish. And I know that's not a northern weak fish. The spot pattern was a little different than the trout I'm usually seeing, which have many fewer spots but more prominent. All right, I jumped out of the kayak. Going to cast off the bar a little bit. All right, the bar fishing was slow. I stayed up there maybe 10 minutes or so. Just the one small red, so I'm going to push in closer. I'm just seeing activity in there, mostly mullet jumping. Right, I've switched rods, and what I've done is, all my northern fishing, I don't tie direct to the lures. And when I came down here and started fishing, I understand that the loop knot is the accepted way to make the connection between the leader and the lure. And I understand that because these lures are much lighter in weight than what I'm used to using up north. I mean, these are half-ounce plugs up north. I'm using stuff that's generally 1 to 3 ounces mostly. Yeah, so, but look, this really rubs against the way I like to fish, because now every time I change a lure, I've got to cut the leader and then retie the loop, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to change lures back and forth really easily, and so I am trying to see how the clip works out. I've got a number 50 or a 50-pound tactical angler's clip on here. And yeah, so I'm catching a few fish, and this is going to give me the chance now to more easily make lure changes, which is what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to switch over to look at those mullet jumping way out in the foreground. That's what's got me going in that direction, by the way. There's all kinds of mullet jumping in there. Anyway, yeah, I want to try these other plugs. I don't want to cut the leader every single time I do that. It drives me nuts. All right, so I'm putting on a bone-colored Super Spook Junior. That's probably the top topwater lure for this kind of fishing in this region. It's a very, very popular lure. It's a great plug. But, I have used it, and I just keep going back to that Rebel. But anyway, I want to give it another chance here, and because I've got a swivel clip on there, boom, I can make the change really quickly. Yeah, with the barbs crushed down a little bit, yeah, I get a fair number of them drop off, right? As I grab the leader, if I give it a little slack, it gets a little wiggle, they come off. Come on. Oh, yeah. There he is. All right, the clip seems to be working out fine. Of course, it is a slightly less secure connection than using a loop knot. Hey, these are Berkeley 11-inch pliers, and I really like them for this. It keeps my hands out of danger, and should I get something really big and nasty, I'm going to be happy to have had these. Yeah, so I actually have a boat up ahead of me. I've been fishing down here a little more than 2 months, and yeah, granted I do try to stay away from people, but this is one of the few times where I even have somebody in my path. Perfect. Oh, 2 in a row. All right, that's 2 trout in a row that dropped off when I grabbed the leader. Actually, 3 of the last 4 fish. That's a nice benefit. If you crush those barbs, you can have a much quicker release. Hey, I've got those mullet are jumping again in front of me. When I see that, I try to work a lure over them, because a lot of times those redfish are right in there with them. Okay, the winners of the Badfish Supply Tackle Box giveaway. The Northeast box goes to John May, M-E-I, is the last name. The Southeast box goes to David Wortham, W-O-R-T-H-A-M. All right, if you guys could get a hold of me, let's try Facebook, the John Skinner Fishing page. You can message me over there, and if you can't do that, leave a comment on this video, or one way or another we'll connect, exchange information. I'll get that stuff out to you. All right, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe.